This week on College Football Highlights, Penn State squeaks past Kansas State. Rutgers drops Cornell to stay unbeaten. Florida's Gators dump Florida State. Indiana runs into a Colorado snowstorm and a tough herd of buffalo. Missouri dumps Michigan. And Notre Dame rolls over Michigan State. It's all here on College Football Highlights. Penn State's Joe Paterno is a coach who knows pressure through 21 games without a loss. Pressure of being forced to rely on a sophomore runner, Lydell Mitchell, playing only his third college game. Pressure of knowing the star, Charlie Pittman, is injured and won't play. Pressure of visiting a hostile town with a team that has scored 90 points in 2 victories. Pressure of knowing you can't win forever. Some rugged Penn State tackling. And some timely Penn State thievery keeps the first quarter scoreless. And the heart beats a bit faster. Joe Paterno told his team this Kansas State game would be the toughest the Lions have played in 3 years, with the exception of that famous Orange Bowl squeaker. A 43-yard sprint by Russ Harrison could cause trouble. But oh, that reliable Penn State defense. Then midway through the second period, sophomore Lydell Mitchell grabs control of the shaky Penn State offense. Another look at that 58-yard run shows how Mitchell sprints through. And away from the Wildcat defender. Future Nittany Lion opponents can imagine a backfield featuring the speed of both Mitchell and Charlie Pittman. Mitchell's breakaway is the only score in the half. Penn State leads 7-0. Lion passer Chuck Burkhart completes 7 key aerials in the third quarter. Franco Harris lugs this one to the Kansas State 18. Mike Ritz aims at the uprights 33 yards away. The field goal is good. Leading 10-0, Burkhart again camps his Lions in Wildcat country. From the 3, Franco Harris bowls into the end zone. It looks easy. Penn State 17, Kansas State nothing. But in the final period, Kansas State springs to life. Climaxing a 50-yard drive, Little Mac Hearn bumps the final 12 inches, and the Wildcats trail 17-6 with less than 8 minutes to go. 2 plays later, Penn State surprisingly takes to the air. Mike Kolish intercepts and returns to the Lion 20. There's that pressure again. But once more, as so often in the past 2 years, Penn State's defense rises like a giant in the setting sun. The Wildcats are stalled and must try a 30-yard field goal. It's no good. Had the attempt not been wide, the game's outcome might have been different. In the dying seconds, quarterback Lynn Dickey spots Mike Creed all alone. It's a 63-yard connection, making the final a perspiringly close 17-14 Penn State victory. For Coach Joe Paterno, 22 without a loss, and a week to wonder about number 23. 100 years after it all began, and on this same campus, Rutgers University is celebrating the centennial year of college football with one of its best teams ever. The Scarlet Knights under Coach John Bateman go after their third straight win. However, Cornell provides the opposition, and a year ago, the Big Red upset Rutgers at Ithaca, 17-16. In the first quarter, an exchange of intercepted passes gives the ball back to Rutgers. John Miller's clutch play sets the stage for Rutgers' first scoring drive. A balance of running and passing takes the Scarlet Knights to the Cornell 31, where fullback Steve Faragelli works the draw for 16 yards. Rich Policastro is the quarterback of this high-powered offense. He connects with Al Finstermacher for the first touchdown of the game. Rutgers goes ahead 7-0 after one quarter. Policastro shows why he's one of the top 10 passing quarterbacks in the nation. Bob Stonebreaker grabs this one as Rutgers threatens to break the game wide open. Although he's a fine passer, Rich Policastro knows what to do when he's unable to find a receiver. He's one of college football's leaders in total offense, and he can run with the best. Policastro scores, giving Rutgers a 14-0 halftime advantage. In the third quarter, Rutgers continues to show why it's becoming an Eastern football power as Rich Policastro and Bob Stonebreaker combine for 25 yards. Cornell is unable to stop the Highland Park, New Jersey sharpshooter. Policastro to Al Finstermacher. First down, Rutgers on the 1. Rutgers has not had an undefeated season since 1961, but the Scarlet Knights have shown all kinds of potential the past 2 years, and this could be the big one. Larry Robertson makes it 21-0 Rutgers. Cornell's Ed Marinaro is having a big day in a losing cause. He's on his way to setting 2 Cornell rushing records, but it's still 21-0 Rutgers after 3 quarters. Marinaro changes that as he breaks loose for a 28-yard TD run on the first play of the fourth quarter. Ed Marinaro winds up with 245 yards rushing and Cornell's only touchdown. However, Rutgers, behind its gutty and talented quarterback, Rich Policastro, makes it 3 straight with a 21-7 decision over Cornell. Florida and arch-rival Florida State clash at Gainesville, home of the Gators. It's publicized as a passing duel between Florida sophomore sensation John Reeves and the Seminoles' great Bill Kappelman. Reeves has passed Florida to victories over Houston and Mississippi State. He's expected to go to the air often against the Seminoles. Bill Kappelman is a senior who holds almost every Florida State single game and season passing record. Against Florida, he expects to do the thing that he does best, fire that football. It shapes up to be a wild, wide-open affair with only the cheerleaders protected from the passing game. However, the battle of aerial artistry never comes off because someone did not relay the word to Florida's fired-up defense. Every quarterback needs time to throw. Bill Kappelman doesn't get it. On the other hand, John Reeves continues to display the talents of a future star. He passes to Carlos Alvarez for 19. The drive is completed with Tommy Durrance going over for the touchdown. Florida goes on to score 21 points, but the big story is the Gators' defense. Florida stays undefeated with a 21-6 win over Florida State. A snowy reception awaits the Indiana Hoosiers as they travel to the University of Colorado for their first encounter with the Buffaloes at Boulder. Both teams are hungry to win this week. Number 11 is Bob Anderson, moved from quarterback to tailback today. He's the Big Eight's leading offensive producer. The handoff is to number 41, fullback Ward Walsh. He gets some traction on the soggy turf and slogs to the Indiana 9. The Hoosier defense holds until Dave Hansey's field goal makes it Colorado 3, Indiana nothing. Still in the first quarter, Hoosier signal caller Harry Gonzo takes a keeper and gets a feel of the turf firsthand. With the snow swirling around him, Gonzo fakes into the line and fires into the end zone to flanker Jade Butcher. Colorado scores once more and leads 10-7 after one quarter. In the second stanza, Bob Anderson goes beyond 4,000 career yards with this 10-yard carry before Mike Keel invites him out of bounds. The Buffaloes employ the triple option offense as quarterback Paul Arndt pitches to Bob Anderson, who goes deep into Hoosier country before being dumped. Arndt, an 18-year-old sophomore, hits split end Monty Huber, who shares a bat with Mike Keel at the 2. From the 2, it's Anderson again to put Colorado in front of Indiana, 17-7 at halftime. After recovering a fourth-quarter Hoosier fumble on the Indiana 5, Bob Anderson scores his third touchdown of the game on the pitch-out. The Hoosiers fall farther behind, 24-7. The Buffaloes continue to pass for yardage. This Arndt pass is caught by Steve Dalporto in Indiana country. Anderson takes a pitch out from Arndt. His fumble is recovered by a teammate at the Indiana 18. Anderson logged 161 yards in this quagmire against the Hoosiers. This carry is good to the 9. The ball rests on the Hoosier 1 2 plays later as the Buffs come over the ball. Paul Arndt sees the hole and dives to pay dirt as the Buffaloes stampede Indiana 30-7 in the first snow of the season. Missouri and Michigan, both undefeated and nationally ranked, meet head-on at Michigan Stadium in Ann Arbor. Missouri is a top contender for the Big 8 Conference Championship this season, while Michigan will battle Ohio State for the Big 10 title. Both teams are explosive on offense, so 58,000 fans are in store for some fireworks. Michigan quarterback Don Moorhead gets a good taste of the Tiger defense with the score tied 3-3 in the second period. Dennis Poppy picks off the pass and returns 18 yards. Missouri fans go wild while Michigan head coach Bo Schembechler gives Moorhead a little sideline counseling on passing. The Missouri blockers wedge out the Michigan defense, and Ron McBride takes it in from the 2. Missouri goes ahead 10-3. The next time Missouri gets the ball, tailback Joe Moore finds good footing on the tartan turf and races for 30 yards to the Michigan 9. The Michigan defense is having its troubles with the Missouri man-in-motion play. John Steigers takes the ball in for the score. The Tigers add another touchdown and lead 24-3 at halftime. Coach Bo Schembechler formulates new defensive strategy in the locker room at halftime, and the Wolverines' defense gives the Tigers a lesson in Big Ten football in the third period. The fired-up Wolverines forced the Tigers to punt from their own end zone. Barry Pearson brings the crowd of 58,000 to its feet with a 48-yard run back. It's 1st and goal Michigan on the 10. Fullback Garvey Craw gets his 3rd touchdown of the season, and Michigan cuts the Missouri lead to 24-10. The Wolverines force another turnover a short time later. Al Carpenter pounces on the fumble, and the Michigan offense is in business again, deep in Tiger territory. Coach Schembechler sends wingback John Gabler in with the play. Good call as Don Moorhead passes to Gabler for a first down on the Missouri 19. Garvey Craw takes care of the final yard, and Michigan, with 2 quick touchdowns, has cut the Missouri lead to only 7 points at 24-17. Early in the final quarter, the Wolverines are punting. Defensive end Mike Bennett blocks the kick, and the Tigers have a great opportunity on the Michigan 12. Henry Brown turns the play into 3 points with his 2nd field goal of the game. Missouri now leads 27-17. 5 minutes later, Joe Moore busts loose for the Tigers. Moore's speedy 38-yard trip to the end zone, plus another touchdown later in the game, makes Missouri a convincing 40-17 winner over Michigan. The win is Missouri's 3rd straight of the year, and Coach Dan Devine's Tigers seem to have the material to make a strong bid for the Big 8 conference title. The undefeated Spartans of Michigan State take on once-beaten Notre Dame before a packed house at South Bend. Duffy Daugherty's Spartans are explosive. They came from behind to win both of their previous games. After losing to Purdue the previous week, Notre Dame will not only be out to win, but to win big. Notre Dame's Joe Theismann passes to Bill Bars, who makes a circus catch. And score. The Irish go ahead 7-0. In the second quarter, an alert Spartan defender gets a hand up in time to block a quick kick. Michigan State has the ball. And Notre Dame coach Ara Parseghian has that pained expression. 2 plays later, Spartan quarterback Bill Triplett pitches out to Tommy Love. And it's 7-all. The Spartans are always a puzzle to Notre Dame. Michigan State has won 8 of the last 10 games in the series. Notre Dame's attack features hard running, but Joe Theismann has found the young Spartan secondary vulnerable. The route gets tougher. Bill Bars, the 216-pound all-purpose fullback, slams into the end zone. Irish by 14-7. Last year, State's Bill Triplett engineered an upset of Notre Dame. Triplett to Bruce Kuliza for 16 yards. Don Highsmith is the Spartans' leading ground gainer. Highsmith's touchdown makes it 14 apiece. In the first two games this season, the Irish have stayed on the ground. In this game, Theismann's passing is predominant. The junior quarterback rocks Notre Dame Stadium with a long pass to Ed Ziegler in the end zone. The score is tied twice in the half, but Notre Dame goes ahead 21-14 at intermission. In the third quarter, after an Irish score, Michigan State relies on infantry tactics to get back in the game. Number 24, Eric the Flea Allen. Score. Notre Dame 28, Michigan State 21. The Irish haven't lost 2 games in a row under Ira Parsegian. Joe Theismann, the passer, goes to work. Number 44 is Tom Gatewood, a sophomore. Ten of Theismann's 20 completions in this game go to Gatewood, including this 23-yard bomb. Notre Dame opens to a 35-21 margin. The Irish score once in the fourth quarter before Michigan State explodes. Bill Triplett passes to Gordon Bodell. Triplett finds Bodell in the clear again. The speedy Spartan is going all the way. Michigan State's rally falls short. Notre Dame wins 42-28. The combined point total is the highest in the 35-year history of this thrilling rivalry. College Football Highlights salutes its Player of the Week. Number 7, quarterback Joe Theismann of Notre Dame. It was his cool leadership and clutch passing that ensured the Irish victory over Michigan State. Twice, Notre Dame responded to Theismann and rallied past the Spartans. Of Joe's 20 completions, 3 were for touchdowns. The Irish gained a total of 519 yards. Joe Theismann was responsible for 345. Our Player of the Week, Notre Dame's Joe Theismann.